too woke. Again, I still don't even know what that means. But if I'm woke, okay, who gives a fuck? Like, why is that a bad thing?
Isn't this America? You can't.
Yeah, I mean, why would I be fired? I mean, Sirius employs a lot of woke people and probably a lot of right wingers too.
Yes.
And I think woke again means that you like transgender people and you have nothing against them. I don't even know. I don't even know.
It changes from time to time, but I think it's now transgender means you're woke. If you're
According to my Instagram, I don't like
okay
transgender people. I love transgender people. Oh, man, my Instagram now is out of control with transgender. So then all of a sudden I'm sitting home and everybody I know in my world, even peripherally, is writing me. Are you okay? Are you okay? Now, I didn't know any of this. My wife told me, and I said to my wife, why are you telling me all this? I wish I had never known, because I got really upset. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean I got fired? How does anybody know I got fired? SiriusXM fired me. You really think that's the case? That I got fired?
Then they had characterizations of the negotiation, Sirius is not going to do this, and Howard wants that.
And meanwhile, meanwhile, none of this is going on. None of it is true. There's zero truth to any
Something
of
very
this.
strange is going on with Howard Stern.
SiriusXM announced it's canceling the Howard Stern show.
Bye-bye, Booey.
Howard Stern is done.
The king of all media stepping down from his throne.
SiriusXM cut the cord on his controversial content and provocative humor.
He's not retiring. He got fired.
He is an embarrassment to the nation.
Is he retiring, being pushed out, or just playing hardball?
Yeah, maybe he just wants to enjoy his life.
But Howard's welcome to come do weather here.
Stern found out about the possible Sirius shakeup from a Google alert on his phone. Then he called Kimmel for advice.
I have a lot of friends who work on that show. The staff hates him.
The old Howard Stern that everybody loved, he doesn't exist anymore.
All these different ways he's gone insane.
I think that's what it is, too. He's lost his mind.
He is human ipecac.
That's not his real hair. It's a wig.
There's times where I believe it's a wig, and there's times where it's definitely color. There's no way that he has those luscious black locks.
I know people who work there who've never met him.
He's got his own entrance. He's not crazy about this new podcasting generation.
Staffer said they're saving their best jokes for themselves to use after the show's demise.
XM losing Howard Stern is like Disney losing Mickey.
Howard Stern cancelled. I think that's the day radio dies.
Drop a bomb for Howard Stern.
Howard Stern won at life.
Howard inevitably will do a montage of all the people talking about him leaving or not leaving, and I do not want to be included in that, but my instincts, he might actually be done.
Bye, Howie. I wish they'd leave Robin, though. She always ran that show anyway. I liked her.
What pisses me off is now I can't leave. I've been thinking about retiring. Now I can't, because then they'll say I got pushed out. So I'll be back.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you. And these rumors, but it's so weird how, I'm sitting at home going, this is insane. So I called up everyone who works on the show and I said, look, let's dive into this deep. Let's say, start running promos that say Howard has been fired. Let's go with it. So we start running the promos, and then the newscaster starts saying, I masterminded my own rumors of being fired. Listen,
now you have done this.
I pulled this all together because can you imagine?
You started the whole thing.
Yeah. And the rumors were flying. I'm going to read you all the rumors. It's the greatest thing you've ever seen.
I
have a
keep
compilation.
Up. It was every day.
Yeah, here's the first one. Howard is mad that SiriusXM promotes Andy Cohen's interviews more than his own. What? How would I even know that? You guys think I'm way more fucking involved with this shit than I really am. Howard Stern show to be canceled after nearly 20 years. Meanwhile, over the summer, SiriusXM, here's the truth. SiriusXM and my team have been talking about how we go forward in the future. They've approached me. They've sat down with me like they normally do, and they're fantastic. Jennifer Witz and Scott Greenstein and all them. Howard, would you stay? Under what conditions do you want to stay? How often do you want to do a show? Been nothing but lovely. And, we've been talking. We've been talking. So
and
when
then
this
it started before the rumors. All of this was going smoothly. Everything was fine.
Stern's contract is up in the fall, and while Sirius is planning to make him an offer, they don't intend for him to take it, which is weird. Well, fine, whatever. I might not. But now I have to take it because I got to just make sure these, I would feel weird.
You'd make all this come true. Just like, after my death had been announced, I had to be very careful because I didn't want to die and make the rumor true.
Yeah. Yeah, because, you have a compromised immune system. Then you would have died, and then they all would have thought they were doing some excellent journalism.
Yeah, she lied. She wasn't fine. She was just trying to keep it quiet.
And by the way, I'm absolutely flattered that anybody even cares whether I resign. So, I mean, in a way, it was confirmation that I matter, that it was such big news. The only annoying part was having to, answer my friend's text. And when I say friends, I use it loosely. I heard from people I hadn't heard from in 5 years, 10 years. Are you okay?
Everybody was asking me, is everything all right? Do you still have a job? What's going on? And I was like, you tell me.
Yeah, and it was just annoying. It was very weird. But one of the positive things about all this fake news is that I heard from a lot of companies who want the show. They're like, well, if you're not at Sirius anymore, do you want to come with us? And I thought, well, that's really nice. So, but I mean, I'm very happy at Sirius.
Yeah, one time, you called and I said, I think they must miss us. They keep putting us in the news and nothing's going on.
Nothing. Here's my point. Nothing was happening except for me answering a bunch of texts. I didn't know what to write back to people. Like Bubba wrote me, and he goes, hey, man, I hope you're okay, which is the sweetest thing in the world. He's such a nice guy. But, I didn't want to give oh, hey, Bubba, it's all bullshit. And then
right. And then have a spokesperson out there who might have been asked and says, I talked to Howard and he says.
Here's an amazing thing. You didn't even know this. Everyone was checking to see if Robin was okay, if I was okay. Nobody checked to see if Fred was okay. No one cared. There wasn't one person.
Now that's news.
Yeah, that's the big news. Next to you, Fred's my closest friend, and I haven't spoken to Fred in 12 years. Here's another rumor. This actually was printed. Howard Stern is leaving because of Alex Cooper. And I'm going, Alex Cooper, a rock star from the fucking 80s who schools out. And then I realized they're talking about a podcast. I thought they meant Alice Cooper.
Right.
They meant Alex Cooper, the woman they signed here at Sirius. According to one insider, Stern's hostility towards the 30-year-old podcasting sensation runs so deep, SiriusXM executives make sure the two don't cross paths when she's in New York. Number one, I don't do the show in New York anymore.
Well, they said you had a separate entrance. And I said, an entrance to his home would be.
Yeah, I mean, a separate entrance. Alex Cooper, I don't know Alex Cooper. She gets hundreds of millions of hits. She has this mega $125 million deal, and he hates that this young, bubbly woman is the new big thing. Let me set the record straight. I don't know Alex Cooper. And if she is young and bubbly, God bless her, because I'm the opposite. I'm old and miserable, okay? And let me tell you how I feel about Alex Cooper, how I feel about any person who works on these channels. God bless them. If they can bring in a subscriber, it can only be good for me. I own this Fakakta stock. I'm still waiting to get rich from it. I need people to come in and subscribe for Alex Cooper. I got to make sure Alex Cooper or any of them, name them, Andy Cohen, Mad Dog, Fritz the fucking Cat, I don't know. Whoever they hire, I want them to establish someone who will pay for their show. I can't be the only guy who people pay for, or else this thing isn't going to work. I'm still waiting for someone to pay Conan O'Brien for that fucking show. I don't care who they are.
Howard Stern addressing the rumors of him getting fired. First and foremost, him and his team 100% started all the rumors. Remember from the Pelican Brief, the WikiLeaks, the leaked staff seminar video in which Howard Stern instructed his staff to make fake Instagram and Twitter accounts to drum up controversy and get celebrity interviews. Just is a page out of the Howard Stern playbook. And it worked brilliantly, but Howard, addressing a lot of the rumors there, addressed Alex Cooper, like was stated. One of the rumors was he was heated because she got a huge contract. But he says he's actually happy with it, and he wants other people to bring in subscribers and everything. This guy playing Rebirth, I don't know why he didn't land at headquarters and get the phone like I do. But he addressed Robin's health thing, but he is going to stay. He will be staying at Sirius XM. Personally, I think the show is god-awful and terrible and has been for years. I think it truly went off the rails a little bit after Artie Lang had left. Even when Artie had left, a little bit afterwards, the show was still pretty good. But now it is just god-awful and terrible. However, I don't begrudge Stern for staying and making the money. I mean, if they're willing to give him the money and let him work from his house in Florida, by the way, I love these guys like Stern who, you know, I'm a huge lefty and I hate the Republicans and all that. And then with their actions, they do the opposite. Why'd you move to a Republican state, Florida? And during COVID. He left during COVID. Why'd you move to a state that was completely open and run by Republicans? Exactly. But that aside, he's staying. I wonder how much they're going to pay him now. Probably huge pay cuts, though, because he is staying. However, it has been said that Sirius is going to cut back on his staff. He has a huge staff of writers, and they're really not needed. So he's going to stay, and all the basic players are going to stay, but Sirius might still cut back on his staff and everything and limit the amount of people there. But Stern is staying. Like I said, I 100% think him and his team put out all of this just to drum up interest in his return, and then he's probably not going to do the show again tomorrow. He's already claiming to be sick, even though he does this show out of his house. But let me know your thoughts in the comments.